This is pronunciation assignment for week 6. Number 1, neuromyelitis. This means the inflammation of nerves and the spinal cord. The patient was unable to walk due to his neuromyelitis. Thrombocytopenia means the lack of cells that aid in clotting or lack of platelets. Used in a sentence, the young boy was not allowed to play sports due to his thrombocytopenia could cause him to bleed to death. Psychotropic. Medication used to alter emotions or behavior. Used in a sentence, many patients on the psych ward receive some type of psychotropic to help regulate their emotional status. Narcolepsy. The meaning is a sleep disorder caused by this cerebroma, arterial sclerosis, and paresthesia. Used in a sentence, the confused man was unable to have a functional life due to his narcolepsy kept him in bed most of the day. Arterial sclerosis, hardening of the arteries, plaque formation. Used in a sentence, the patient had a massive MI due to his arterial sclerosis. Endarterectomy means surgical incision or removal of plaque from a carotid artery. Used in a sentence, Henry had an endarterectomy of his left carotid artery in order to prevent a CVA which would affect the right side of his body. It always affects the opposite side of the body, but the vision is affected by the exact side of the carotid artery. Hemolysis, the destruction of or dissolution of red blood cells, which subsequent release of hemoglobin. Used in a sentence, hemolysis caused Charlie to become anemic. Sonographer. Sonographer means ultrasound technologist who performs ultrasounds. Used in a sentence, I was granted to be a registered cardiac sonographer in 1998 after completing a 2-part board examination. Registered diagnostic cardiac sonographer. Ureterocystostomy means making a new opening between the ureter and the bladder. Used in a sentence, the urologist performed a ureterocystostomy to help the patient control kidney and bladder infections. Endometriosis means condition of endometrial tissue growing outside of the endometrium. Used in a sentence, the young woman who suffered from endometriosis was an enormous discomfort. Hysterosalpingo-oophorectomy means excision of the uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. Many women opt to have a hysterosalpingo-oophorectomy if they suffer from a sudden onset of menopause or premenopausal symptoms. Electrocardiogram means the abbreviation is EKG, recording of the heart's electrical activity. Used in a sentence, an increase in ST elevation of the EKG represents an acute MI, sometimes referred to as tombstone T's. Orchiopexy means fixation of a displaced testicle. Used in a sentence, the football player underwent an orchiopexy after a severe injury to his groin. Pyelonephritis means inflammation of the renal pelvis. An abdominal ultrasound confirmed that the patient was suffering from pyelonephritis. I'm going to repeat that, pyelonephritis. Cholelithiasis is a condition of infestation of gallstones. Joe's condition of cholelithiasis was controlled by routine lithotripsy treatments. Cerebrovascular means pertaining to the cerebrum and blood vessels. Used in a sentence, I obtained the credential of RVS, Registered Vascular Specialist, which allows me to perform cerebral vascular testing in 2005. Morphology, the study of form and structure of an organism of one of its parts, which basically means shape. Used in a sentence, in order to understand why diseases occur, researchers must first understand the basic morphology of the human systems. Meningocele means herniation of the meninges. Used in a sentence, there was an obvious meningocele found on the patient's CT. I'm going to repeat that. Encephalopathy means brain damage or malfunction. The patient's encephalopathy was a result of excessive binge drinking. I'm going to repeat that. Lymphadenopathy means swelling or enlargement of the lymph nodes. Lymphadenopathy is many times misdiagnosis for DVTs due to they both result in the swelling of an extremity. My name is Scott Haave, and this is my YouTube, which is complete for Unit 6, the pronunciation assignment. Thank you.